Hi everybody, welcome to Soul Purpose Yoga. My name is Susan Coffey and we're going to have a slow flow yoga class this evening. It will be about 75 minutes. I know, yikes, 75 minutes, but 15 of those will be pure Shavasana, where we're just relaxing and laying flat. And actually this class is a very relaxing class. This is an end of the day, evening class. So I just want to go over a few things before we get started. First, I'm going to introduce my assistants, Monsieur Pierre Popcorn and Mr. Fenway Park. And I hope everyone's having a good summer, albeit the weather's been a little weird, but it's summer and that is to be thankful for. So I have lots of props, as you can see. You don't need all of these, but if you do have some pillows, grab some pillows. If you have any kind of a bolster, that would be great. If you have blocks, fabulous. If you have a yoga strap or any kind of a scarf, we may or may not use that tonight. I do have this to protect my knees because I'm on a hardwood floor. So if you do have sensitive knees like myself from long distance running, which I miss, but anyway, grab a blanket or some beach towels, okay, for your knees. Do not put your knees on pillows. We can use those for other postures. And I'll emphasize this by saying, please don't do any postures you do not feel comfortable with. You can just watch this whole class. You can participate as you want, relax. And I do modify, so I will do a posture and I give you a few choices on how to do that as well. My bio, for those that have not taken my class, I'm certified in Vinyasa Yoga, in Yin Yoga, and I'm still working as a registered nurse. So with that being said, you can start like me in Lotus. If you choose to start like me in Lotus, you can always have your back up against the wall because you want your back straight. You want to be sitting up straight. You want your shoulders relaxed, however. If you prefer to be lying down, this is our breath work to start the class off. You can also be lying down as well. So what we work on all day is our sympathetic nervous system. So we're breathing way up here. We're not getting the full benefit of breath, so we're not relaxing. So the sympathetic nervous system does serve a purpose to kind of keep us going all day long, but we want to slow it all down. So we want to set off the parasympathetic nervous system. And we can do this with the deep breathing. So that's how I start my class. Every class I start like that. So if you want to be laying down, or again, if you want to be in Lotus, you can be against the wall. You can be sitting up on a block. And just take a nice deep breath in and then let it out. Great. Relax your shoulders. Slightly open your mouth to unclench your jaw. Gently close your eyes. And we're going to start inhaling through our nose, getting all the oxygen deep into that abdomen, expanding the abdomen still on the inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth as you deflate the abdomen. And if you want to keep a hand on your abdomen to kind of see you're expanding and deflating, go right ahead. Let's inhale through our nose. Get all that oxygen deep into our abdomen. Expand the abdomen still on the inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale, deflating the abdomen. Again, inhaling through the nose, getting all that oxygen deep into the abdomen, expanding the abdomen still on the inhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating the abdomen. So I'm going to have you do that on your own while I start my music. Again, everything in this class is slow and with intention. So remember to do your breathing slow. As a matter of fact, it's a good time to set an intention if you'd like. And what I mean by that is sending an intention, positive energy to yourself, to someone that's in need of positive energy, to someone that may not be with us any longer, but means the world to you. Just feeling good thoughts, okay? As you continue to inhale and exhale. So I'm going to leave this up to you. Again, slow, deep breaths as we listen to our version of Harvest Moon.
It's like children sleeping. Who could you this night? There's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing. Music's playing. Let's go out and feel. Cause I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance tonight. Because I'm still in love. Oh, yes, oh, that's me. Strangers, I watched you from we were lovers. I loved you with all. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing up. I want to celebrate. She's shining. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon.
So let's all take one deep breath in together through our nose. Get all that oxygen deep into the abdomen, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, holding for 3, 2, 1, and then gently exhale out through your mouth, deflating your abdomen. Great. So slowly start opening up your eyes. And for those that are lying down, turn over to your side and take your time meeting us in lotus. Great. So because sometimes when we're in lotus, our legs can get tingly and a little tight. So let's take those legs and let's shake them out. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and shake those arms out. Okay. So what leg was in the front can be in the back. What was in the back can be in the front. So I do like to start with every body. I do like to go to every body part with my postures. So we're going to start with the neck. Again, I emphasize, if people have been told by their doctor, chiropractor, PT, not to do anything funky or anything with their neck, then you can just continue breathing. Otherwise, you can participate, and then you can modify it to what's comfortable to you, okay? So we're gonna be sitting up straight. We're gonna inhale through our nose, and then we're going to exhale, and we're gonna drop that neck and really drop the neck. Really round. You can actually round your shoulders as well. I'm going to let that neck go. I normally say never round your shoulders, but we really want that neck to relax. You're inhaling and exhaling right now. And on the inhale, start to rise up and bring that head back to what's comfortable to you. I go pretty far back. And then slowly, with intention, drop the head and let the neck go. Inhale slowly back up. And exhale and drop the head, drop the neck, relax the shoulders. Inhale back. And drop the head and shoulders, neck. So we're down here. We're going to inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to inhale and look up over to the right. Exhale, head back down. Inhale up to the left. Exhale back down. Inhale back up to the right. Exhale back down. Inhale up to the left. And exhale the head back down. And then just kind of go back and forth. Inhaling and exhaling. Just trying to get at all the nooks and crannies of the neck. We hold a lot of tension in our neck and in our hips. And let's inhale that head right back up again. Great. Let's bring those legs out because they get tight. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Now that the legs are out, we're going to take that right foot and put it on the inside of the left thigh. We're going to take that left leg and bring it out a little bit slanted. Bring the right foot along. You want that left foot flex. We're going to do a fold forward, but the intention is to reach the toes, but that's not really the goal because each one of us at a different point in our yoga practice. So you may come to your thighs, you may come to your top of your calves, you may reach your toes, have no problem doing it whatsoever. So wherever you land is perfect. If you really want to bend the knee to get at the toes, fine, let's go ahead. We're trying to stretch the hamstrings and the back of the calves, okay? If you'd like to take a strap and place it behind the foot, go ahead. I don't use a strap when I do this stretch because I feel like I'm pulling and I feel like my shoulders start tightening up. So I don't use one, but you're welcome to use one. So let's keep that left foot flexed. Let's sit up straight. I'm going to inhale those. Oh, before I start, as any posture that we're going forward, I want to emphasize, look at something that's straight ahead of you or over to here that's not moving, because when we're coming forward, we don't want to be coming forward rounding. We're like that all day anyway with all our contraptions that we have nowadays. Sound like an old lady. Nowadays, but it's true. So we want to lead with the chest, okay? So make sure you really try to put that into your practice. We're going to inhale those arms up. And we're going to go over to the left and watch that right knee. I have to remind myself as well. And then we're going to exhale. I'm going to bend my knee a little bit forward, and I'm going to lead with the chest, lead with the chest, lead with the chest. Once I reach wherever I land, I hit my toes because I did bend my knee. We're going to exhale and drop the chest towards the top of the thigh and then drop the head. Again, you may be here, you may be by your calf. Also, too, another way to do this is inhale, bring the left arm behind you, and exhale and come forward. So as if that left arm is giving you a little bit of a nudge. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale stillness, exhale, maybe try to go a little bit further. Try to keep that right knee down. And again, as you can see, my left knee is slightly bent. I can really feel this in my hamstrings. Hopefully you are as well. So let's inhale slowly back up. We're going to take our right arm by our right leg. And we're going to inhale, point that left toe, and come up onto our right knee. And then left arm goes over left ear. Inhaling and exhaling. And then exhale back down again. Great job. Let's bring those legs together, arms behind us, and we're going to shake it out. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. This time we're going to bring that right leg out, a little bit slanted over towards the right. Left foot goes into the inside of that right thigh. If you can keep it down, great. We're going to flex that right foot. We're going to do the same thing we did on the right side, on the left side. Again, you may land thigh, calf. You may reach your toes. You may want to bend your knee, and you may even want to use a strap. Again, as you come down, try to be coming down via your chest, okay? Not hunched over. So, and again, you can always use your right arm if you'd like for a little kickstand. So as you come forward, this right hand is giving you a little bit of a nudge. So let's inhale those arms up, over to the right, and then exhale. I'm going to bend slightly. Exhale, try to keep that right foot flexed. Exhale. Once you reach where you want to be, gently let the head go. Let it relax. Inhaling and exhaling. You're trying to reach the chest close to the top of the thigh as well. Now, if you're here, that's fine. Inhale, stillness, exhale, maybe try to come a little bit further, but no worries. Where you land is where you land. If you keep practicing, you may end up going a little bit further. I know I have. just being a runner for years, when I first started yoga, I would be up here because I was so tight from my hamstrings were so tight from running. But through yoga, I was able to get further. But that's really not what yoga is about. It's breath to movement. But if you do get further into a posture, that's great. But there's no I have to's in yoga. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to slowly come back up. We're going to bring that left hand behind or by our left leg. So we're going to inhale, exhale. And on the inhale, let's come up onto that left leg. Oopsie, got a cramp there. And point the right foot and right arm over right ear. Inhaling and exhaling. And then let's slowly bring that down. Excellent. Let's shake that leg out. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Great job. So let's just go back to our lotus, and we're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale that left arm down. Right arm over towards the left, over our right ear. Exhale the right arm down. Inhale the left arm up, over towards the right. Exhale the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right arm down. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up. One more each side. Inhale that left arm up. Getting a nice side stretch here. Exhale the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up. And then exhale both arms down. Great. I'm going to turn to the side. Let's bring those legs out one more time and shake them out. Pointing and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. So actually we're going to, let's take the right leg and bring it over the left, keeping that left foot flexed. Try to bring that in a little bit more. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale that left elbow or the left forearm in front of the right knee. Continue to inhale and then exhale the right arm behind us. Sorry, we're still looking straight ahead. Inhale. And then exhale, gazing over that right shoulder. Getting a nice twist here. Flexing that left foot. And if you'd like, you can inhale up and exhale down. Exhale the head back. And the right foot goes down. And I did forget to mention, if people that don't know, because I'm not with you like I am with people in the studio, we do no standing postures in this class. We may end up doing a low lunge, but that's the highest we go because I'm not with you to see how you're doing. So all our postures are done on a lower level, no standing postures, but we do a lot of postures and a lot of stretching. So let's exhale the left leg over the right, keep the right foot flexed, bend that left leg. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale that left arm down, kind of giving you a little bit of a push up. Inhale. Exhale that, where we're still looking ahead, exhale that right arm underneath the left. Inhale, and then exhale, gazing over that left shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like, you can inhale up and exhale down. Exhale, head forward. Take the legs and shake them out. Great. So we're going to cross over and come into our table. This is where I use my gardening tool. So knees, if you have sensitive knees, on a pad, on a blanket, not on pillows, because you'll be swaying all over. So we want to be conscious of our abdomen. Try to keep that in if you can. Just be conscious of that. Knees hip width apart, fingers splayed out. Of course, shoulders over hands. And this is our table. I am going to get into feet right now. So you can go to whatever level is comfortable for you. We want to get at that plantar fascia, which goes from the top of the foot down to the heel. When that gets tight, it can cause plantar fasciitis. And they also like to get at the toes to help kind of get those moving. I know a lot of times we ignore our toes and our feet, but it's very good to work on them on a daily basis. So we're going to take our toes and bend them. So right now we're actually in the position where we want to be getting at that plantar fascia. We're flexing the foot where we want to be. I'm going to give a couple of options here. If you want to kind of rock back and forth to get a little further into it, we can do that. And if you want to exhale and sit all the way back, and then your hands on your top of your thighs, and inhaling and exhaling. I understand this can be a yikes moment. We're like, oh, you can go back down and just flex your feet without having to go all the way back. Popcorn found a hot spot there in his paw. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to go back down to our table and just spank the top of those feet out. So we're going to do our standard cat-cow because this gets at our hip flexors. We're going to do our standard cat-cow. So right now we're in table. We're going to drop the belly, slightly lift the buttocks, slightly lift the chin, inhale to our cow. We're going to tighten that abdomen, exhale, rounding that back, really rounding that back into our cat. Inhale, drop the belly, slightly lift the buttocks, slightly lift the chin into our cow. Tighten that abdomen and then really round. Exhaling into our cat. Drop the belly, lift the buttocks, lift the chin, inhale into our cow. Tighten the abdomen and then we round and really accentuate into our cat. And then exhale to a flat back. So we're going to go into one of my favorite poses, child's pose. We're going to bring the toes together, knees out. You can grab a block if you'd like. And we're going to inhale and then exhale, sit back, buttocks on the heels. If you cannot reach your heels, that's fine. You can put a couple of pillows underneath so you're kind of sitting back on pillows, or place a bolster behind your knees. Sit back, arms spread out on the exhale, and place your forehead on the block. We're stretching our low back, mid back, hips, opening up our hips, and this is a resting posture, so help lowering our pulse rate. And again, I could stay in this all class. It's just a wonderful posture. And whenever you feel tired and not really wanting, feeling a certain posture, you can always go into your child's pose. And we slowly take your time. Whenever we go from a low to a high, take your time. We're slowly going to come out of that delicious, beautiful posture. And we're going to go into puppy pose. So puppy pose, what we're trying to do is get the chest onto the mat or towards the mat. But we're going to keep our hips at a 90-degree angle. And a lot of the times, a lot of people actually go right down, they get their chest right on the mat. I've gotten much better at it, but have not gotten the chest completely on the mat. Shoulders, if your shoulders are really, really tight, you'll get somewhat there, but this is to help open up your shoulders and your chest. So what I mean by when we go forward, I'm just going to show you what we don't want to do. We don't want to end up going down like this, okay? Move everything forward. I'm going to go back a little. I always forget how tall I am. So we're in our table, but see how our hips are right now at a 90-degree angle. We want to keep them that way. So we're going to slowly walk our hands, and as we slowly walk our hands, we're bringing that chest down as well. And you may only get here. I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to go, but because I don't want to I don't want my hips to go along for the ride, put it that way. So I'm going to exhale down, and you can place your forehead on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, some of you will get your chest all the way down. Keeping the hips where you want them to be, great. You can even open that. Another way to do this too as well, if you have blocks, again, keeping the hips at that 90-degree angle, you can always take your blocks, place your forearm on the blocks, and just try to bring that chest down and drop the head. So this is modifying it. You can even spread those blocks out a little bit more to try to open up those shoulders a little bit more. And your hands can hang. And for those of you who have dogs, cats, they do this all the time. So let's slowly come out of our puppy pose. And we're going to go back into our table. We're going to take our left foot this time. And we're going to kind of shimmy it over to the left corner of the mat. And we are going to come a little bit forward. You can actually grab your blocks if you like, if you've got blocks. And we are going to come forward with that right hip. Take that right foot again to the right side of the mat, opening up that left, and then putting our weight on the side of the right foot, trying to open up those hips. And then if you'd like, you can place your forearms on blocks and just trying to open up those hips. This really is a hip flexor opener. And if you'd like, you can kind of place your left hand and try to open it up a little bit more. So the right hip opener is opening up. We're trying to open up that left side as well. And we'll bring our hands down, remove the blocks if you have them, and bring that left foot back. And let's go back into our table. Exhale and bring that right foot out first. And then just kind of shimmy that right foot up to the right side of the mat. And then we're going to turn that foot so the outside of the right foot is, you're kind of putting your weight on the outside of the right foot. You can take blocks if you'd like. And come down on your forearms. I like to come on to blocks. So again, you can see we're opening up that left hip flexor. If you'd like to come up, if you'd like to place your right hand and kind of open up, do not put a lot of pressure on your right leg, however, maybe just ever so slightly. Inhaling and exhaling. Or coming back down. Again, see we're opening up that left hip flexor, opening up that right side. And let's bring those hands down. Bring that right foot back and come right back into our tabletop. Great job. So let's do a couple of balancing postures here. I'm going to bring this up a little closer. Going back to our table, extending on the exhale that right leg, and then back and forth on the ball of that right foot. You're looking straight ahead. It's something that's not moving. And you can stay right here. If you'd like, you can inhale the left arm up. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want to go a little further, inhale the right leg up, squeezing the right buttock, flexing the right foot, looking at something that's not moving. We call that the dristi. If you want to go a little further, take that left hand, the palm out, grab the top of the right foot, push that right foot into the left hand. Again, looking at something that's not moving. If you feel confident enough, you can gaze back, but that may take a little bit off your balancing. So maybe just look at your dristi. And then releasing everything and bringing that right knee down. Back to our table. And let's extend the left leg on the exhale and then back and forth on the ball of that left foot. See that line is. Remember to try to keep that abdomen in. Inhale the right arm up. You can stay right here, looking at something that's not moving, your dristi. If you'd like, you can inhale that left leg up, left foot flexed, squeezing the left buttock. If you want to take a little bit further, take that right hand, palm out, grab the top of the left foot, and push that left foot right into that right hand. Looking straight ahead, inhaling and exhaling. This is dancer pose, but it's table dancer pose because we're doing it on the mat rather than standing. So we are doing some standing postures, but on the mat. And then exhale. And we're going to go right back into that child's pose to counterpose what we just did. And let's slowly inhale back up. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have done it before. We're going to do eagle arms because it actually helps open again up the chest and the shoulders. So we're going to I'm going to show you modification first. And then I'll show you how. We have two different ways to do the eagle arms. So we're going to exhale those arms out in front. So the right hand goes over the left shoulder. And I have to remember this because when we do the opposite, then the left hand goes over the right shoulder. You want those arms up. So this is modified eagle arms. You don't want to be down here yet. You want to be up here, okay? So also too, if you're a little bit more flexible, you can, your arms are out, exhale those arms out, and then take your right hand underneath your left and then bring it all the way around so the palms are touching one another. Okay, so either one, which makes it a little bit harder to keep it up. But try to keep it up, even for myself, so I can feel my scapula opening up in the back there, the traps opening up. So we're here, we're gonna inhale up, keep those arms up if you can, and then exhale down. Inhale up, keep those arms up if you can. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And then exhale down. And let's open those arms, really stretch them out. Wonderful. Whew. So we're going to do the other side, if I can remember which one we did. So we're going to exhale those arms out. The left hand goes on the right shoulder first, and then the right hand on the left shoulder first. With the arms up, this is modified eagle arms. If you want to do the full eagle arms, let's remember. So we take the right arm over the left, bring it all the way around. Yeah, because this is the harder side for me. As you can see, I don't have it totally together, but pretty much. Keeping those arms up. Either way, we're going to inhale up. Keep those arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up one more time. And then exhale down. Opening those arms and really opening them up. Stretching them out. Great job. So I think I will take a sip of water. And I probably should have mentioned in the beginning of the class also too, I had some oils. If you have oils, you can always do that before Shavasana. But I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm going to take a sip of water. Always good to have water when you're doing any kind of exercise, especially as we get older, including myself. Sometimes we don't even realize we're dehydrated. And I see it all the time as a nurse. People come in and they're dizzy or weak, and they don't even realize they're dehydrated. And it's happened to me too when I've gone hiking and I realize I haven't taken a sip of any water and I'm kind of feeling a little like, woo, like I'm dehydrated. So it's just always kind of important to keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's do a couple of low lunge. But first, we're going to go into runner's lunge. I use blocks because, again, I don't want to be so hunched over into my runner's lunge. But if you don't have blocks, that's okay. So I'm going to leave those up here. First, go back into my table. Exhale the right leg out to a 90-degree angle. My hands were my blocks. I'm going to walk my blocks a little bit forward and shimmy that right leg. I'm still keeping it bent though, however. So I'm inhaling, and then in the exhale, I'm going to put the weight on the ball of that left foot and lift that left leg up, keeping the foot on the mat. The reason I use my blocks is this is runner's lunge. I'm trying to not hunch over. So I'm looking straight ahead, runner's lunge, like I'm taking off for a 500-meter race. Great. We're going to do a little twisting here. So we're going to inhale that right arm up. Still in runner's lunge. Exhale the right arm down. This gets a little trickier. Left arm up. Exhale down. Let's bring that left knee down into our low lunge. Top of the left foot goes back. We inhale those arms up. That leg, bringing it in ever so slightly, kind of shimmying that in. And then inhale. And then exhale over to the right, out to a side T. Inhale, and then it's exhale very gracefully, that right arm behind the left thigh and the left arm as we do a nice back bend here. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, all of these postures, you can do standing as well, but we're not going to do that in this class. And then exhale the arms forward. Inhale them up. And exhale and goal pose. So as we goal pose, you just saw what I did. I kind of went back. Because you want to be on the same plane. We don't want to be like this with the goal post. We want that right leg to the 90-degree angle. Abdomen in. We're going to inhale those arms forward. Exhale them back. Inhale forward. Exhale them, opening up the chest. Inhale forward. And then exhale back. We're going to bring those hands to the mat or block and come right back into our tabletop. Great job. So let's inhale that left foot. So as you can see, this is what I'm trying to prevent. I'm very rounded here. I don't want to be. That's why I like my blocks and I keep them high. So my left leg is at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take my right foot and put the weight on the ball of that right leg as I shimmy that leg out. So the right leg is elevated, but the foot remains on the mat. And I kind of shimmy that left leg. And I keep my hands on my blocks and I'm right in my runner's lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. So I'm going to place my right hand, continue my right hand on the block. Inhale my left arm up. Bring that left hand down. I inhale that right arm up. Breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Great job. Let's bring those hands to blocks or to mat. Right knee goes back down. We're going to shimmy that left foot back. And inhale. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale over to the left, like a side T. I'm going to inhale. And then exhale. The left arm goes to the back of the right thigh. And gracefully, that right arm, we're doing a back bend here. You can flatten, put the top of the foot on the mat, or keep it bent. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. And then exhale, come back, standing. I'm not standing, I'm sorry. Come back to where we're in our low lunge. And we're going to exhale and goal post those arms. Remember, we want everything on the same plane. Inhale forward. Exhale, squeezing those wing bones. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And then exhale back. Inhale. And then exhale the hands back to the mat. Back to table, and then right into our child's pose. Exhale down again. You can use pillows, a bolster if you'd like. And just rest your forehead on the mat or on a block or on your hands. And let's slowly come back up again. So I'd like to do a forward pigeon. So I'm going to use a pillow because I think it helps get into it a little bit better. Go back into my table, walk my hands out. Exhale my right knee to my right hand. The weight goes on the ball of that left foot again. So the left leg rises, but the foot remains on the mat. And again, I always say this every class, do not lift your calf. Shimmy it. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to what's comfortable. You want your knee and hip on the same plane. So as you can see, my leg is not parallel to the mat. Maybe some of you can get it that way, great. But just land what's comfortable to you. It does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat. This is where I take my pillow, place it behind my right buttock. It helps keep those hips squared. Drop the left knee, drop the top of the left foot, pigeon. This time we're trying to get at the piriformis, that muscle that's deep inside each side of our buttocks. When it's tight, it causes sciatica and low back pain. So we're trying to stretch that with pigeon. You can stay here. You can stay on your forearms or hand over hand and then onto your hands. Just try to feel this on your right side of your buttocks, getting a nice stretch with pigeon. Let's come back up, slowly come back up. We're going to take our time getting out of pigeon and then go to the other side. And we're going to place the weight on the ball of that left foot, lift the left leg, remove the pillow, but keep it handy. And then slide back into your table. Great. So we're going to do that on the other side. This time we want to get at that left buttock to that piriformis. Again, it's very deep, and when it gets tight, a lot of times you have back pain or goes down the leg. It's from that piriformis muscle. I'm going to walk those hands out. Exhale the left knee to the left hand. Let's place the weight on the ball of that right foot. So the right leg gets elevated, but the foot stays on the mat. And we're going to shimmy. Again, do not lift the calf. I can't say it enough. We're going to shimmy it. So our knee and our hips are on the same plane. This is where I take my pillow to keep those hips squared. Drop the right knee, drop the top of the right foot, slide back and lift up. You're in pigeon. You want to go deeper into it, go into your forearms or place your head on your hands or on a block. And again, we're trying to get at this left side here. Relax into it. Don't forget to relax your jaw and continue with your inhaling slowly and exhaling. Let's slowly come back out of this. Remove the pillow. And we're going to slide back into table. Cross over at our heels. At our ankles. We're going to come forward and take a full body stretch. So the 3 hands interlace, the index fingers together, and then the 2 thumbs interlace. We're going to straighten those legs, point the toes, 1 vertebrae at a time, slowly come down. And then the arms go overhead. And we're in a full body stretch. Unclench your jaw. So let's bring those arms down to the side, the palms facing up. We're going to go into our butterfly. So that helps open our hip flexors again and our hips, so we keep a lot of tension. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Make sure the neck is not compromised. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. I'm going to be a still butterfly, but you can flutter if you like. If this is too intense for your hip flexors, you can straighten your legs out and then come back in, or keep your legs straight. Preferably try to bring your soles of the feet together. But again, if it's too intense, I totally get it. You can straighten those legs right out. Now, if you don't have props, you're going to stay just like this. If you have props, I show the restorative version of this. Well, this is restorative too, but this with the props, it's real it gets more restorative. So we're going to take a block flat, a block slanted. You can take 2 pillows and place them on the slanted block, or you can take your bolster if you have one. Doesn't have to be a yoga bolster. Kind of shimmy back, soles of the feet together, so your whole upper body is on the pillows or along the bolster, and arms go out. So this just gets a little deeper into it with the props. Inhaling and exhaling. Unclench your jaw, relax into it, either with the props, without the props. If it gets too much for your hip flexors, you can straighten your legs out. So for those that have props, bring your knees together, come up very slowly, and remove the bolster and the blocks. And we'll meet the other people that are just doing it without the props. We'll all meet together, back in butterfly. But now that we're all back in butterfly together, let's bring those knees in together. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, let's inhale our body, bring our knees towards our forehead towards our knees. You can go elbow to elbow. If you can't reach elbow to elbow, one hand under one knee, one under the other. Give yourself a nice hug. And then we'll bring those feet down. So let's see. Let's straighten that right leg out. Flex the foot. Let's bring our hands behind our right thigh. Exhale forward, and then inhale and bring it back just to get a nice stretch. You can point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And let's exhale that right leg down. Inhale the left leg up. Flex the foot. Bring those hands behind that left thigh. Exhale out. And then inhale and try to bring it closer to your body. And you can point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and then bring those both feet down. We have time to do a couple more postures before we go into Shavasana. So let's bring our knees close to our body. Take our index finger, the finger next to it, our peace fingers, wrap them around our toes. Inhale, keeping those knees bent, and then exhaling and opening up the hips. And you can rock back and forth, happy baby. I know I always say my favorite song. This is my favorite song though. Unclench your jaw. Let's bring those feet in together. Exhale them down and get ready for legs up against the wall or waterfall. If you want to do legs up against the wall, you approach the wall with your knees bent, buttocks up against the wall as close as you can get it. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left, and splay the arms out. And this is so good for your circulation. All that fluid that hangs around our feet and our ankles is going all the way through the circulatory system. If you don't have a wall and you have a block or not a block, you can do waterfalls. So those that are up against the wall, stay up against the wall. Otherwise, for those that have a block or don't, you can bring your heels close to your buttocks. Inhale, lift your hips, place the block under the coccyx sacrum area. If you don't have a block, again, that's okay. If you do, make sure the block is comfortable. If it isn't, you can come out of the position and reposition the block. Inhale the right leg up, inhale the left, arms splay out. And this is waterfall. Again, getting all that circulation from the feet, the ankles, all the way up through the heart, thoracic area, all the way up to the head. This is one of my favorite summer songs. And I hope people are doing this, dancing under the moonlight. This is the time of year to do it. So you can slowly bring your right foot down, left foot down. Inhale, remove the block and take a full body stretch. If you're up against the wall, left leg down, right leg down. Everybody full body stretch and get ready for Shavasana. Do you want to dance? So I'm going to get a sip of water. So you can stay, not stay, you can lie down. I'm going to lower my lights. If you have a lotion, any kind of an oil, you can put it on your forehead, temple, neck. And just splay your arms out, your legs out. Into the moonlight. Or you can keep your feet bent. Just make sure you relax. Your head can be on a pillow. And again, this will be our beginning of a Shavasana. I'm going to turn my light off. There we go. So just start to relax your legs. Relax your feet. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. Relax your hands. Make sure your jaw is unclenched. Gently close your eyes and picture something that brings joy to your life. A person, a child, a grandchild, niece, nephew, a place. Again, mine is Cunningham Park in the summer. Maybe something you're looking forward to. Can also be, you can be concentrating on a color or colors like pink and green. And your thoughts are going to ebb and flow. Let your thoughts ebb and flow. So we stay here for a little bit and I do read a passage. Shavasana. Disconnect. Every now and again, and more often than not, disconnect. Disconnect from everything that doesn't light a fire in your soul. Set down your phone, shut off your computer, tuck away your planner, and reconnect with everything that does light a fire in your soul. Spend time in nature to reacquaint yourself with the towering trees, the soft grass, and the mirror lakes. Spend time with the ones you love without distraction. Be with them with only the intention of simply being present with them. Spend time reading or painting, walking or dancing. The things that slow down time for you and allow you to reconnect. Nikki Banas. So for those of you, well, everyone should be lying down, but you can start moving your extremities. And some of you may want to stay laying down for the end of the class. For those that would like to come back to Lotus, take your time, go over to your right or left side, give yourself a nice side hug. And slowly come back up with your eyes closed to where we started. Again, you can be laying down as well. We're going to finish up the class for tonight. Great job, everybody. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Bring our hands to our lips that we speak kind words to one another, especially now. To our third eye, or between our eyes, also known as our third eye, also known as our intuition, that we think kind thoughts of others, but we also think kind thoughts of ourselves. Back down to heart center, that the light in me acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope it was nice and relaxing. If you have any questions about music, postures, oils, anything, you can find me at soulpurposeyoga@gmail.com. Soul being spelled S-O-L. And again, my name is Susan Coffey. Have a great evening, a great week. Enjoy the great weather. Have a great summer, and I'll see you next week.